everybody who is watching this fantastic video. My name is Olenjolai. I'm very happy to have you today. And I'm from Tanzania. I'm a Tanzanian. I'm from Tanzania. This is our national flag. I love so much my country. How about you? And Tanzania loves so much foreigners and even other people who live in other countries. So I'm very happy to have you today, and I would like just to tell you in advance that I've prepared, or God through me has prepared good news for you. So you have to stay tuned, and I invite you to join me into this lecture, into the third lecture of polynomial functions at the one of the topic, which is third chapter in the module or course called the algebra. So before I take you into today's session or into today's lecture, I would like to spend a few minutes to welcome you into one of our online institutions that called Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania. So, well, this is a kind of a new institutions in the mind of many students, but simply in these institutions we are training and teaching ordinary diploma students in engineering and science courses. So, for example, that if you are doing ordinary diploma in electronics and telecommunication engineering, or you are doing ordinary diploma in electrical engineering, or you are doing ordinary diploma in civil engineering, or you are doing information technology, or you are doing possibly that multimedia, ordinary diploma in multimedia, ordinary diploma in information technology, ordinary diploma in mechanical, ordinary diploma in automobile engineering. So also for the lab science, for example, ordinary diploma in food science. For example, also ordinary diploma in biotechnology. Okay? Also, for example, against ordinary diploma in lab science and technology. So we have a variety of courses which actually that you as a students of ordinary diploma, you have to cover these contents, or you have to learn some concept in mathematics in the first year, second year, and third year. So you might be asking yourself so many questions, or you might be facing so many problems on learning basic engineering and learning basic engineering, or on learning basic engineering mathematics, or on learning basic scientific mathematics. Well, so you might be facing some challenges that you are solving problems you cannot solve, or you don't understand in the class, or once that you have been taught you forget everything. So you've been wandering around to seek for the help. So I want to tell you that regardless of how many questions you are asking yourself, I would like just to tell you that make Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania your home place of learning the beauty of basic engineering mathematics and the beauty of basic scientific mathematics. So it might be seeming like something impossible. Yeah, I know about that. And I want just to tell you in advance, remember that Olenjolai, Sir Olenjolai, I don't know everything about basic engineering mathematics or about basic scientific mathematics. I just know a small portion, but I have a responsibility to teach others everything I know. I'm always learning about basic engineering mathematics and basic scientific mathematics, so you have to stay connected with me. Again, I would like to invite you. We have an online library that's called an online diploma library, where we equip our students with some of the materials that are very important. For example, the reference book for you to cover and master all the modules or courses of basic engineering mathematics and basic scientific mathematics. Actually, that it is the one of the book that called Pure Mathematics 1. So Pure Mathematics 1, you need also Pure Mathematics 2. Those are the reference books that you need. So you can order this book, just you go to the descriptions, the buttons which has been written as show more. Okay, the buttons which has been written as show more. Okay, so show more. So if once you click this button, this is what we call the description of the video, show more. So we are creators, video creators, we put descriptions of every video in this. So once you click, you get too much descriptions, and also you see the link or the video of how much we sell this book, and also what the shipping cost in different 31 regions of Tanzania. So this is the sample book. But again, we are You have to equip, because in order for you to master basic engineering mathematics, and in order for you to master basic scientific mathematics, you need one tool or one electronic device that's called scientific calculator. I know that you have a smartphone, but smartphones is not allowed for you to use in exam. But that's not the case. Even some of the functions that you need to use in learning basic engineering mathematics and the basic scientific mathematics, actually that you find they are not found in the calculator of the smartphone. So I have even myself a smartphones, or possibly have an iPhone. Those those calculators or mobile phones calculators, actually they are missing some functions that you need for you to master and learn the beauty of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. So again, another thing that we would like just to let you to be aware, in this, actually we have so many departments. That's one of the departments that call the departments of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. And then we are teaching you all the courses which are being taught to ordinary diploma students according to the NACTE. Because right now we are paying our attentions and then focus into the ordinary diploma and by using the syllabus of the NACTE. So one of the modules is called, or course is called algebra. This often, this is taught for example, at DIT or many institutions, it's first year. Okay, so let me write that this, in many institutions, this is first year module, but in some of the institutions, they used to learn this module or this course in second year. So don't get confused about in which year you are learning. The issue is the contents. You have to focus on the contents. So let me do the quick review of what you have covered. Okay, what you have covered. So actually, another thing that I'd like to let you know, that possibly you might feel from your heart that you want to offer our Father or our God the free willing offering or free willing thanksgiving for this program in order to support the running cost for this program. Okay, so you may send your free willing thanksgiving through this telephone number 0759745331 and to be received with hands of cents. Okay, so let me do the quick review of lecture 2. So in lecture 2, we learned about quadratic function. Okay, quadratic function. But we learned these quadratic functions a little bit different from what we learned during our ordinary educations, especially Form 2. So we say that the standard quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c, this is equal to 0. That's the standard equation. Okay? So to divide or to just express it, we used to simplify like this and then simplify by a to both sides. So this is x squared b over ax plus what? C over a. This is equal to 0, and this was the first equation. Right? And then we say that if you do remember, let the first root to be alpha and the second root to be beta. Okay? So we say that x minus alpha, if you multiply with x minus beta, the answer is equal to 0. Right? It's equal to 0. So x times x, so you find that we are going to have x minus what? Alpha plus beta, then times x, then plus alpha beta, this is equal to 0. So we compared these two equations. So when we compare the two equations, we find that sum of the roots, okay, the formula of the sum of the roots, this we find by taking the first root, which is alpha plus beta, and the answer is equal to what? Is equal to negative b over a. Product of roots, okay, products of roots, we say that this is alpha times beta, and this we compare or we get as the value of c, okay, over a. So the general equations or the general quadratic equation say that this is equal to x squared. Then here we have sum of the roots, okay, alpha plus beta, x, then plus what? Alpha beta, this is equal to 0. Simply, if you do remember that we say this, you can write as x minus what? Sum. So let me clean. So this is x squared minus what? Sum of roots, x, then plus what? Product of roots. Product of roots. Okay? This is equal to 0. So that's what we had. Okay? So, today, let me take you into the new concept. Finding, so you have to join me, finding the values, of what? Finding the values of, okay, the values of, finding the values of expression of what? Of roots. So, any quadratic function has two roots. Any quadratic function or any quadratic equations has two roots, either equal roots or distinct roots or complex roots. So, when we remember that we used it to say that let alpha or let x to be equal to alpha and let another x also to be equal to beta. Okay, so these are the roots of what? To be roots, so these are the roots of what? So roots of the quadratic function, which is x squared plus b over a x plus c over a is equal to 0. Wow. So we can form an expression. Okay, we can form an expression. So you say that the values of what? Of expressions of the roots. So you say an expression of roots, okay, may be formed by two roots, which basically is alpha and beta. How? Examples of this. For example, it will be asked to find the value of 1 plus 1 over beta, maybe plus 1 over alpha. Or find the values of alpha square plus beta square, or maybe find the values of beta square minus of alpha square minus beta square, or find the values of possibly 1 over beta square plus 1 over alpha square, etc. So these what we call them algebraic expressions, right? Algebraic expressions of the roots. So it's algebraic expressions of what? Of the roots. So these are the expressions. So it depends to what you've been given in the question. Okay? So we did 4 examples and we left the homework for you. I believe that the homework was very simple. But before even just go to the example, let me just go to expansions. Okay, standard, say that is standard expansion. Standard expansion of what? Of expressions of roots. Of expression of roots. Expressions of roots. So, for example, that means our goal, we want to expand to find the expression, the equivalent expressions of alpha square plus beta square, because we'll be asking. Okay, how do we get it? So we say that we can get it from alpha plus beta from alpha plus beta squared. So if you expand this, we have alpha plus beta times what? Alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta squared, alpha plus beta squared, this is equal to what? Alpha times alpha is alpha squared, alpha beta plus alpha beta plus beta squared. Then alpha plus what? Plus beta squared, this is equal to what? Alpha squared plus twice alpha beta plus beta squared. So we have to make this the subject. So to make them the subject is alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. This is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared. So we have to remember these expressions because we are going to use it in this session, and even it can be tested in an example. So ladies and gentlemen, right now, allow me to present to you example 5 because we did 4 examples. So example 5. So they possibly may do 4 to 5 questions. So the question states that if alpha and beta are roots of quadratic equation, roots of quadratic equation 5 plus 2x minus x squared is equal to 0. Then find 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Have a question. Simple, if you know how to do it. So because this is the first questions, you have to listen carefully. But for the next examples, you can pause video and then you try to yourself. So solution. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to enjoy the beauty of basic engineering mathematics and the beauty of basic scientific mathematics. Solution. So we have negative x squared plus twice x and then plus 5. This is equal to 0. That's what we've been given. We have to find this expression. Okay, to find that expression, first of all, we have to find the sum of the product of the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. So let us simplify this first. So the first step, simplify equation 1. So to simplify equation 1, you have to simplify and express it in standard form. What does it do? Remember, the standard form is x squared plus b over a, x plus c over a is equal to 0. This is equation 2. So this is the standard equation. So it means the coefficients of x squared should be always 1. So if that the case, you have b gives us negative x squared plus twice x plus 5 is equal to 0. So this one over negative 1 means divided by negative 1 to both sides. So here we are going to have x squared, then over minus 2x, then minus 5. The answer is equal to 0. So right now, this is the new equation because we have changed it. However, that equation 3 is equal to equation 1. So next thing, we have to go for the second step. Second step, we say that recall standard quadratic equation, okay, with roots, with its roots. its roots. So the roots are alpha and what? And beta. So if that's the case, you say that, if you do remember, you say x squared minus sum of the roots, which is alpha beta x, then plus what? Then plus products of the roots alpha times beta is equal to 0. So this is what? Equation 4. So after having this equation 4, we go for the steady state. We'll be teaching you how you can solve mathematical equation or questions by using steps, by following steps. So the steady state, we say that compare coefficients of what? Of equation 4. Compare coefficients of what? Of equation 4. Okay. So compare coefficients of equation 4 with coefficients of what? Okay. And what? And coefficients of equation and coefficients of equation 3. Okay? So if we compare them, then on this side we have negative alpha plus beta. This is equal to what? Will be equal to, so negative alpha plus beta will be equivalent to negative 2 because x squared is equal to x squared. So it will be equivalent to negative 2. So if you divide, alpha plus beta is equal to 2. Then if you compare products of the roots, alpha times beta, this is equal to negative 5. So those are the values. Or this is the sum of the roots and this is product of the roots. But we've been asked you to find the value of this one. So we go for the first state. So the first state, we say that let us simplify the given expression, which is alpha plus alpha over 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So to simplify, we are going to have alpha times beta, then this is beta plus alpha. So remember that this is equal to 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So this is the sum of the product. This is the sum of the roots. This is the product of the roots, excuse me. So simply we say that 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, this is equal to alpha plus beta, we call it associative property, then alpha times beta. So then we have to refer. So this is what? So we say that, okay, so just straightforward. Alpha plus beta is equal to what? 2 of what? Alpha times beta, it is what? Negative 5. So here we have negative 5. So therefore, the value, so then find what? So the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, this is equal to negative 2 over 5. That's the value. Okay? Believe you enjoy. Remember that this is a fantastic program for ordinary diploma in engineering and science courses or program. Again, another thing. For you to join and to be a part of Tanzania Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania square bracket Olenjolai, I ask you to make sure that you subscribe into our YouTube channel that's called the Online Diploma Polyinstitute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai. So how do you subscribe? You should have an email. In case that you don't have an email, then you can open a Gmail or a Yahoo Mail. You have to press, there's a button which has a background of red, but this white writing, just click it once, then the buttons of bell will appear, click it, and then choose option of on. When we add any new video in our YouTube channels that called Online Diploma Polyinstitute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai, right? Then you get notifications at the same time we publish it publicly. You see the advantage? That's the advantage. It's just like when you come, when you are classroom, or when you have physical lecturer who teaches you, and maybe engineering module or engineering mathematics module. After finishing maybe lecture 3, then he or she will tell you that when are you going to meet for lecture 4. So it's similar. So you will get notifications at any time and anywhere. The goodness of digital education is not limited of the locations, and also it's not limited of time. That now it's midnight, so even at midnight you can get notifications when you'll be online. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you to solve example 6 of polynomial function. Okay. In case you have any question, please interact with me, interact with other students worldwide on the comment sections of this video. Right? So then we have example 6, the roots of the equation the root of the equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0 are alpha and beta. Alpha and beta. Find the value of number 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Then number 2, alpha squared plus beta squared. Okay? So that's the question. The roots of the equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0 are alpha and beta. Find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. And number 2, find the value of alpha squared plus beta squared. So excuse me, I think that we did it for okay, this is the new function. Okay, this is the new function. Fine. So you can pause the video and try this one. So try it yourself. Try it one. Okay. So you can pause the video and then try it on a piece of paper, and then you come and check the correction. So solution will be given this quadratic equation. So you have to follow all the steps that I taught you. So say simplify or express. Means simplify. Let's say given quadratic equation 2x minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So how do we simplify? We have 2x minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So divided by 2. So this is x squared minus 3 over 2 x plus 2. This is equal to 0. So this is equation 1. Okay? Equation 1. So because that is equation 1, then we say that, okay, we have to go for the second step. Remember to subscribe, please. Remember to subscribe for you to get notification, because right now we have more than 70 videos for ordinary diploma in different, just for the 3 departments of the kingdoms of heaven, departments of basic engineering and scientific mathematics, and departments of physics. We are also teaching you physics, remember. Okay, second step. So the second step, we say that we have this, so you have to recall the standard quadratic equation. So to recall the standard quadratic equation, say that Okay, so we say that is question 1. So they say that this is x squared minus what, sum of the roots alpha plus beta x, then plus what, alpha beta is equal to 0. So this is equation 2. Okay, question 2. So because this is question 2, we say that, okay, wow. So we go for the steady state. Steady state, we say that compare question 1 and question 2. So compare question 1 and question 2. We have negative alpha plus beta. This is equal to what? Is equal to negative 3 over 2. But also products of the roots alpha times beta, that is equal to what? Is equal to 2. So then alpha plus beta, this is equal to what? So negative will cancel, become positive, and alpha times beta, this is equal to 2. So then we have Roman 1, the one that we asked you to try, because I told you in example 5. So it is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. If you find a product, this is alpha times beta, and this is beta plus alpha, right? Okay, so simply to get the value of this, sum of the roots is 3 over 2, and then product of the roots is 2, right? So simply, don't get confused with this expression. It's 3 over 2 divided by 2 over 1. So simply, you find that, therefore, the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is equal to what? So 3 over 2 times 1 over 2, the answer is 3 over 4. Roman B. So Roman B, we've been asked to find what, the value of alpha squared plus beta squared. Okay? So for this one, we have to say that you can either recall, but we can just do the first state. To do the first state, we say that we can expand. What? Alpha plus beta square. Okay, we can expand alpha plus beta square. This will get alpha square plus twice alpha beta plus what? Beta square. So if we make alpha square plus beta square, then we get the answer. It is sum of the roots square. Sum of the roots square minus twice times alpha times beta. Okay, so we have alpha square plus beta square plus what? Beta square. This is equal to what? This is equal to alpha plus beta square minus twice alpha beta. Okay, so to find the value of these expressions, we say that alpha square plus beta square, so this is answer for 1, 2, so therefore this is equal to sum of the roots. Okay, I should not say that square. What the sum of the roots, ladies and gentlemen? Sum of the roots is 3 over 2 square minus twice. Then products of the roots, alpha times beta, it is what? 2. So this is equal to what? 9 over 4 minus what? 4 over 1. So alpha square plus beta square, this is equal to what? The LCM is what? It's 4. Then that is 9 minus 4. Okay, minus 4. So the answer is equal to 5 over 4. So therefore, for Roman 2, the value of alpha square plus beta square is equal to 5 over 4. And the response, 5 over 4. 3 over 4, 5 over 4. 9 over 4. It's 4. 4 over 4 is 1 times 9 is 9. Minus 4 over 1 is 4 times 4. Excuse me. Times 4. So this is 16. I made a mistake here. Okay? So if we subtract, we find that the value of alpha square plus beta square, this is negative 7 over 4. So it is negative 7 over 4. That's the response. Okay? That's example 6. That's example 6. So ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you example 7, which is a little bit concept right now. It's a trick. So example 7, find the roots of quadratic equation x squared minus x plus k is equal to 0, and the value of constant k. The value of constant k, given that one root of the equation is twice one root of the equation is twice the other. So find the roots of 40, the roots of quadratic equation x squared minus x plus k is equal to 0, and the value of constant k, given that one root of the equation is twice the other. So it's a kind of trick question if you compare to 6 examples that we've done. Why it's a kind of the trick question? Because you have to make sure that, remember to subscribe please for you to get notification once we upload the next lecture, which will be lecture 4 for polynomial, where I'm going to teach you about remainder theorem. So you have to get prepared. So solution, you can pause the video and try to solve it yourself on a graph paper, and then you continue. So find the roots of quadratic equation x squared minus x plus k is equal to 0, and the value of constant k, given that one root of the equation is twice the other. So first step, we say that we have to recall the standard quadratic equation of roots. Okay, it's the equation of roots. So the standard is x squared minus what? Let the roots to be alpha plus beta, then plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So this is question 1. So you have to let. Okay? So you have to let alpha and beta to be roots. The roots of what of the given quadratic equation. So here you have x minus x plus k is equal to 0. This is question 2. Okay? So if we compare, here you have negative alpha plus beta is equal to negative x. So alpha, so this is x, so x and x cancel. So alpha plus beta divided by negative both sides is equal to 1. But also you have alpha times beta is equal to k. So to write them as in the form of the equation, this will be equation 3. And also, as we say that we have product of the roots, alpha times beta is equal to k. Suppose that this is equation 4. Okay? That's the first step. The second step, so the second step, we have to go the next piece, the next sentence of the problem. The value of constant k, given that one root of the equation is twice the other. So we say that suppose that alpha is equal to twice of beta. Or we can also suppose that beta is twice of alpha, because we don't know. We don't have the specified values of alpha and beta, so those are variables. So suppose that alpha is twice of the other root, which is beta. So this will be equation 5. So what we've been asked to find the roots of the quadratic equation first. And then afterward, we have to find out the value of k. So to find the roots, we have how many equations? 3 equations. Right? 3 equations. So because we have 3 equations, we say that we have to go for the third step. So the step is substitute equation 5 into equation 5 into equation 3. Okay, so to do that, we say that we have alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Okay, for the value of alpha, it is twice beta. So twice beta plus beta is equal to 1. So we have 3 times beta is equal to 1. So beta is equal to 1 over 3. Okay, so the value of beta is 1/3. So what will be the value of alpha? If you know the value of beta, what will be the value of alpha? So ladies and gentlemen, the value of alpha will be what? So the value of alpha is twice of value of beta. So this is twice. Value of beta is what? Value of beta is 1/3. So the answer is twice 2/3. So it's true because 1/3 is twice of, means 2/3 is twice of 1/3. So it's satisfied the condition. And even if that you formulate another quadratic equation by using this root and this root, you will get this equation. Okay, however that k is still unknown. So, but the first part, so you have the 2 roots. So roots are, means that will say alpha is 230 and then beta is 1/3. And it's really satisfied question 5. So again, the questions we have to determine the value of 14, the value of k. So determine the value of k, how do we determine? So you go the first step. You have to find out the value of k. So to find value of k, we have to compare x squared minus x plus k is equal to 0. We sort with the standard equation, which is x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay? So you can find that if we compare this, we did that, but we have found also that alpha times beta is equal to k. Alpha times beta is equal to k. That is equation 4. So what the value of alpha? So it means that k, ladies and gentlemen, is equal to value of alpha, which is 2/3, and hence times what beta is equal to 1 over 3. So this is equal to 2 over 9. So therefore, we say that the roots of the quadratic function x squared minus x plus k is equal to 0 are 1/3 and 2/3. Okay? 2/3. Okay? 2/3. Also the value of k is equal to what? The value of k is what? Where the value of k? The value of k, we found it is equal to 2 over 9. Okay, so that's the solution of example 7. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you example 8. So allow me to present to you example 8. Do you understand what am I teaching you? In case you didn't understand, please don't hesitate to ask questions in the comment sections. In this part of the comment sections, and I will try my level best to help you. So make sure that you do it. Okay. So then we say that we have example 8. Example 8 is also constant. Find the roots of quadratic equation No, this is a homework. If the roots of quadratic equation x squared minus 6x. No, if the roots of if roots of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, differ by 3. Show that b squared is equal to 4ac plus 9a squared. So you see the conceptual questions. If the roots of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, differ by 3. Show that b squared is equal to 4ac plus 9a squared. You can pause the video and you can try yourself. Right? You can try. Be confident. I believe that you can solve that example 8 without any troubles. I remind you that please click the buttons which have been written subscribe, and then click the buttons, the icons of the bell, and then choose the options of all. Okay. So, solution. So the first step says simplify ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So to simplify, here it is ax squared bx plus c is equal to 0 divided by a divided by a divided by a. So this is x squared plus what? B over ax plus c over a is equal to 0. Okay? So this is equation 1. Then we go for equation 1. So then we say we go for the second step. Second step, we say that we have to compare with standard quadratic equation, which is x squared minus sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta x, then plus products of the roots, alpha times beta is equal to 0. So this is equation 2. So because this is equation 2, then we can find that sum of the roots, alpha plus beta, is equal to negative b over a. Then we say that the products of the roots, this is equal to c over a. Okay? C over a. So we can write this in form of equation because we need to solve them. Suppose that this is equation 3, and also products of the roots alpha times beta, this is equal to c over a. This is equation 4. Okay. So steady state. The steady state, we say that, okay, so we have equation 3, we have equation 4. Then the steady state, we have to define the condition that if the roots, it means that these roots differ by what? Differ by 3. What does it mean? Suppose that alpha minus beta is equal to 3. Okay? So alpha minus beta is equal to 3. Or, so this will be equation 5. Or we can also suppose that beta minus alpha is equal to 3. Okay? So, it is the case if alpha minus beta is equal to 3, and hence if these roots also. Remember that the goal is not to find the roots. In case we find the roots, that's fine, but we have to show that b squared is equal to 4ac plus 9a squared. So how we can solve? So we may solve equation 5, equation 3, and equation 4. How? So make alpha the subject in equation 5. This alpha is equal to 3 plus beta. Then let us substitute in equation 3. So we say that substitute alpha equal to 3 plus beta in equation 3. Okay, so alpha plus beta, what the value of alpha? It is 3 plus beta plus beta. This is equal to what? Negative b over a. So simply this is 3 plus what? Plus twice beta is equal to negative b over a, and this will make equation 6. So you have to solve equation 6 with equation 4. Okay, so the first step, we say that we have to solve equation 6, equation 4, and equation 6. Equation 4 and equation 6. So in order to solve it, we say that we have to make beta the subject here. Okay? So to make beta the subject, it means we have twice beta is equal to negative b over a minus 3. So this one over 2 and this one over 2. So then we say that this is negative 1 over 2 ba. Negative 1 over 2. This isn't? Yeah, 1 over 2 ba. Then minus what? 3 over 2. So simply, we find that beta is equal to what? Is equal to find the LCM. LCM is twice a. Twice a over this one, that's negative b. Then twice a over 2, which is negative 3a. So simply, this is equal to what? Yes, this is equal to negative b minus negative 3a over twice a. So let's substitute the value. So it's a trick question. Don't expect that you'll be asked to find roots, find the value of expression. Sometimes some of the questions are trick like this. So beta is equal to negative b minus 3a times 2a. So we go for the fifth step. Substitute beta is equal to negative b minus 3a over 2a in equation 4. In equation 4. Okay, equation 4. So the equation 4, it is alpha times beta is equal to what? Is equal to c over a. So we have the value of alpha. Alpha it is 3, that one. Yeah. So before we substitute, we have to find also the value of alpha in terms of what? In terms of A and B. Because remember the final equation comprises B, A, C. So it does not comprise any. So before we do this substitution, okay, we can keep on. So you have alpha times beta. Alpha we don't know, but beta is equal to it. Beta is equal to negative b minus 3a, negative b minus 3a over 2a, over 2a. It's equal to c over a. C over a, okay? So then we say that this is question what? This is question 7. Okay? So we say that for the sixth step, substitute beta is equal to and B over 3A, excuse me, over 2A in what? In equation, in this expression. Rename it. So in alpha, you go to 3 plus beta. So alpha is equal to 3 plus negative b minus 3a over twice a. So this will give us what? The LCM is twice a, then 6a minus b minus 3a. So the value of alpha is equal to what? Is equal to 3a minus beta over twice a. So this is equation what? Equation 7. So we go for the 7th state. Substitute. These are a little bit challenging question. Substitute equation 7 in equation 8 in 7. Equation 8 in equation 7. Right? That is the solutions of example 8. You have to enjoy the beauty of basic engineering mathematics and the beauty of basic scientific mathematics. Beta is 3a minus b over twice a. A minus b over twice a. Then this one also you have to multiply with negative b minus 3a over twice a. This one is equal to C over A. Multiply, we have 3A minus B minus 3A. Then here we have 4A squared is equal to C over A. So we cancel 1a and 1a, 3a minus b, negative b minus 3a over 4a. This is equal to c. So you have 3a minus b, negative b minus 3a, 4ac. So you have to expand it. So this is question 9. You have to expand equation 9. Okay, so let us continue. Let us expand equation 9. How do we expand? Simply take 3a times negative b. We get negative 3ab. Then you take 3a times negative 3a. This will make positive. This will make negative 9. Negative 9a squared. Then you take negative b times negative b. This will make positive b squared. Then you take negative b times negative 3a. This will make positive 3ab, this is equal to 4ac. So negative 3ab times plus 3ab makes 0. So negative 9a squared plus b squared. Okay, this is equal to what? 4ac. Okay, so remember that the expression should be given, the b squared has made the subject. So to make b squared the subject, this will make 4ac plus 9a squared. So hence shown, because the question was asking that to show the expression b squared is equal to 4ac plus 9a squared, and I believe that you're enjoying the beauty of engineering, basic engineering, mathematics. Okay? So that's all about exam what? That's all about example. That's all about example. This is example 8. Let me do example 9. Yeah, let me do example 9, and then I leave 2 questions for you, which will be example 10 and 11 as a bonus. So we have to do example 9, simple. Find the restriction on K. Find the restriction on K if the equation of kx squared 4x k minus 3 is equal to 0. Hence, real roots. That's example 9. Okay, so find the restrictions on k if the equations k x squared plus 4k plus 4x plus k minus 3 is equal to 3 has real roots. So you have to understand, and then you have to deal with it perpendicularly. Okay, so find the restriction. So this is a little bit concept, because we are going to change the tune here, or the pitch. So solution, then I'll give you the homework example 10 and example 11. So find the restrictions on k, and hence will be, and this subtopic of 40, subtopic of roots of quadratic equation. So find the restrictions on k if the equations k x squared plus 4x plus k minus 3 is equal to 0 have real roots. Very important, has real roots. I told you the condition of coefficients of the quadratic equations if the quadratic equations has real distinct roots, real equal roots, and also has complex roots. So the first state. So the first state, we say that we have to compare k x squared 4x k minus 3 is equal to 0 with what? With a x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So if we compare, means a is equal to what? K, b is equal to what? 4, c is equal to what? K minus 3. That's our comparison, right? Then we go for the second step. Second step now, after comparing them, we say that we call the value of discriminant. Okay, discriminant discriminant for working has equal roots. We say that B squared has equal, therefore K is 4. I think that there's a missing word, has equal real roots. Has equal real roots. Has equal. So here there's a word equal. Real roots. So we call the word of discriminant of 14 of equal roots. So equal roots, we say that b squared minus 4ac, if you do remember, we say this one should be equal to 0. Okay? So b squared should be equal to 4ac. Right? So what's our aim? Our aim, we have to look what? We have to look the value of 14. We are looking the value of k. Okay? Okay? So this we can call it in, let's say, question 1. So to find the value of k, we say that substitute those coefficients. Substitute A, B, values of A and D, C in equation what? In equation 1. Okay? So this is B squared is equal to 4AC. So B is equal to what? B is 4 square is equal to 4. The value of A is what? Is K. The value of C is K minus 3. So 4 square, this is 16. This is what? 4K, K minus 3. 4K times K is what? 4K square. And 4K times negative 3, it's negative 12K. Okay? So then we can express these equations as quadratic. 4K squared minus 12K minus 16 is equal to 0. So this will be equation 2. So ladies and gentlemen, this was third step. And here we are going for the first step. The first step we say that solve equation 2 above. So solve equation 2 above, we have to solve for k. We may use any method. So just to simplify, 4k squared minus 12k minus 16 is equal to 0. We may divide by 4. Okay, so then we have k squared minus 3k, but it's not necessary because 4 is equal to 0. So we can solve it by using our original scientific calculator, Casio function 991. You can order it online. Just click the buttons of show more. You'll see the video that will direct you on how you can order it. So this is degree of 2. Then we have coefficient of, it's 1. Coefficient of k, it is negative 3. Coefficient of c, it is negative 4. So the value of k, the first value of k should be 4. The second value of k should be negative 1. So there are only 2 values. We can restrict the values of k into 2 values, which is 4 and the 4 or negative 1, in order to give us equal roots. Okay, in order to give us equal roots in this equation. So the last step, this is for you. Just see for you to be sure that maybe you've succeeded to solve these questions or not. So the fifth step, we say that test values of k is equal to 4 and k is equal to -1. Okay? So values of k is equal to 4 and k is equal to -1. So this is kx plus 4x plus k over 3 is equal to 0. So when k is equal to 4, we have 4x squared plus 4x, then plus 1 is equal to 0. Solve it using a scientific calculator. So it's 4, it's 1. So we find that the value of x is -1/2. Then again, let us substitute for k is equal to -1. So it will be negative x squared plus 4k or plus 4x, then -1. So this will be -4 is equal to 0. This is -1, then it is 4, then it is -4. So the value of x is equal to 2. Okay? So equal roots. So the first value is x is 2, and the second one is -1/2. The first value is x is equal to 2, the second one is x is equal to 2. So therefore, we say that the value of k should be restricted into 4 or -1 for each to have equals. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for you to test yourself on homework 3. So I will give you 2 questions. Okay, try these 2 questions. They're very simple. It's just it's effectively use of the concept that I told you. They're very simple. So the first question, for question example 9, is find the roots of quadratic equation. Find the roots of quadratic equation x squared minus 6x plus k is equal to 0, given that one root is 3 times of the other root, and k is constant. Don't forget to subscribe and share these contents with your colleagues. The question now, find the value of k. Find the value of what? Of k. The last question, which is example 11, the normal 1 sessions of basic engineering mathematics and the normal sessions of basic scientific mathematics for ordinary diploma is 50 minutes, 1 session. So in most cases, you find You'll spend 100 minutes plus 10 minutes of break. Then it will be a total of 110 minutes in one sessions of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. So I try my level best to shorten my session or my lectures to be covered within that time. So find the roots. Find the roots of quadratic equation. Find the roots of quadratic equation x square minus 3x plus k is equal to 0. And the value of constant k. The value of constant k given that one root. Given that one root of quadratic equation exceeds the other by 2. Okay, so this is the end of lecture 3 of polynomial function, especially for first year honorary diploma students at the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, and even first year of other institutions. And this is the one of the chapter in the modules of algebra. So this is the end. So it's the end of subtopic of 40, subtopic of roots, relationship, or roots of 40 of quadratic function. So don't forget to subscribe. In case you feel from your heart that you want to offer God, you are feeling Thanksgiving through this program, don't hesitate yourself to do it through the telephone number 0759-745331. Click this button to subscribe for you to get notifications when we will publish our lecture 4 of polynomial function, which actually that I would like to invite you. I thank God who have created me in his own image and likeness. I thank God also who have been with me during the preparations and even teaching of this session. I would like to invite you in lecture 4 of polynomial functions, when I will build the strong foundations of the concepts called the remainder theorem. So join me, please. Don't hesitate yourself. Invite your friends. In lecture 4, I expect that you are not going to watch it yourself, but we have some friends on your left side and right side. And later and after the sessions, we can discuss each other. What did you understand? So may God bless you abundantly. And I would like just to keep on just insisting you that stay connected, stay tuned, believe on these contents that we are providing to you, because they will help you to go through your continuous assessment and also your final exams, because they will be they will be just subset. Your final exam and the also university exam and the continuous assessment will be the subset of our training and teaching. So may God bless you. Keep praying for me. I keep praying for you. And then let us meet together in lecture 4 so that we'll keep enjoying the beauty of basic engineering mathematics and basic scientific mathematics for the Tanzanians, for the Africans, for every ordinary diploma students worldwide. So this is Olenjolai from Tanzania, and this is our national flag. We welcome every foreigner into our beautiful country in order to see the blessing of the Lord and meet with the God who lives forever and ever. Please tell us also in the comment section, you're enjoying this content from which institution, or from which college, or from which university, in which city, in which country. and in each continent. So may God bless you and keep you until I meet you in lecture 4.